Hello, welcome back. This is Sherful. So in our last lecture, we have seen the Maven project. How to install Jenkins and configure and integrate your project in your local machine with the Jenkins and build and trigger your project through the Jenkins. So in this lecture, we're going to push our code to GitHub, which is object repository or source control repository. We'll push our code up there, and we'll see how we can connect your project, from GitHub to Jenkins and trigger your code from Jenkins. Build the code and run, according to the your source control, which is GitHub. Okay, so. Before we start, you have to, if you don't know what is Git and GitHub, how it works, please watch my other videos related with GitHub. If you go Code Inbox Automation, my channel, and then you can see inside the playlist, you can see there is a Learn Git and GitHub. Okay, it has a lot of videos, some videos, 5 videos, and I explain from the scratch, what is Git and GitHub, how you can create your local repository, how you can create your source control repository, which is GitHub, how you can connect between your local machine with the GitHub, everything. I'm not going to explain again those things. Okay, I'm assuming that you know it. If you don't know, please watch this video first and then come to this Maven project. Okay, so let's go to our project. So here, the first thing, this is my project. Okay, Maven example. This is the project where we are doing this this tutorial. So first, I will go to my project root directory. You have to be in root directory. Either you, and then right click, and then you must have to install your Git. And then you will use git bash here. So it means you can see my directory is Maven example, which is the project directory. Okay, I'm right now in my project directory. So after that, we're going to create a local or empty repository in our project folder. So this is the first thing we have to do. We have to create a local or empty local repository in our project folder. So the command is git initiate. It's called git and then init, right? Then hit enter. You can see it's created .git folder. Okay, this is so this means we created in a local repository in our machine, in our local machine. Okay, and after that okay, we're going to, so next things, we have to push our code from local repository to our central repository. Okay, let me show you my GitHub account, because since, as I said, I'm assuming that you know all the Git and GitHub stuff, so you should have an account in your GitHub, like github.com. This is the central repository or source control repository for GitHub. Okay, you can see right now I have already, there's a 2 project over here under the code inbox, Selenium 4 Maven project. So I will push my code, this project, the project we were doing all of the tutorial about this Maven project, like Maven example. So everything we're going to push up there, and this is the place we create a local repository, which is .git. So our next step is push the code. So before we push the code, we have to be in, our code have to be in a staging first, and then commit level, then commit, then I will able to push the code. So first it have to be staging, then commit. So it means then Git will accept all the code to the central repository, which is GitHub. Okay, to accept any code in GitHub, the code should be in commit level, and before in commit level or to be in commit level, our code should be in staging first. Okay, so let's see how we can put our code in staging. So to be in staging our code, we'll type git add, and then if we use * so it will add all the code in staging level. So okay, this is the add, right? We can add single file, or we can add all the codes, all the files. Okay, so we'll say, since the first time we're pushing, so we're definitely pushing all the files, so we'll say git add and *, then hit enter. Okay, it's saying it's not a git command. Why is not? Okay, let's say git add and then *. Here we go. So you will see this is a lot of things is happening. Okay, so looks good. Let me, and after that, so you can now our code is staging. So you can see it will add all the files to the master branch. If I type now, okay, git status, git status, hit enter. Okay, you can see it will show this is the blueprint. Okay, this blueprint, it's all the files. Okay, this is this highlighted, all this the files has been added, all the files had been added to our staging, but it says untracked file, the .class file, .project, .settings, these three files, .settings, then .class file, .project, these three files is called untracked. It's untracked. It means it didn't add. Okay, it didn't add, so it's saying like use git add, then file, and then to include in with our staging. So I have to add, some reason it didn't add all the files, so I have to add all these files separately. So I'm going to add separately. I was going to say git add, then the file name. What's the file name? .class path, .class path, and then I would say add space .project, right? Then I missed the git add dot, then project, it's added. Then again the last one is git add, and then settings. Okay, so now let's do the git status. Now you can see all the files I have in my project, like .settings, source, target, everything is, all the files is, it's highlighted, it's this green color, so it's all of them are added in a staging level. Now after this stage we have to do commit. Okay, we'll say git commit, then -m, and then you have to pass a message. I can say, I would say my Maven example project, following page object model. Okay, my Maven example project following page object model. Okay, git commit, here we go, hit enter. So all the files now are committed. So after you commit, okay, we can again, now we can see, again git status. Let's check the status. Git status. Okay, nothing to commit. Everything is already committed. That's why it's on branch master. Okay, nothing to commit, working tree clean. Okay, so now I'm going to push my code. So if you do first time, just remember, if you do first time, you have to connect your server, I mean GitHub, with your local repository with this Git, right? So we know this to connect your central repository with your remote repository or your local machine. You have to say git remote add origin, then you pass your server path. But since I already used one time, that's why I'm saying, if you haven't seen my GitHub tutorial, please watch that tutorial. It's gonna be show you everything. So since I have already I use a number of times GitHub and connect with my remote location, I mean it's a central repository, it's already connected. So I'm going to right now push my code. So now it's time to push. I'm going to say git push where origin and what's branch, it means master branch. Okay, origin does not appear to be git repository. Read from the remote repository. Please make sure you have the card access and the repository. Okay, looks like okay. Let me connect first. I'll say git remote add origin. What's the path? Okay, in my git repository over here, I'm going to create a new project for my Maven example. So this is my so Maven example project using following page object model using test-ng. Okay, just give some description and then make it public, and then create project. It doesn't have any columns or card. Okay, update now. To go for Maven project. Okay, just give me a sec. Okay, so let's get back to our GitHub account. So here we have to create our project first. Here, for the project we have to create one repository. Okay, this is a remote or central repository. Click on here. We'll say new repository. This is my owner and the account, my account, and here I would say Maven example. Okay, so I give the same name like my project name. You can put some description. Let's keep it in public because it's a free account. To use a private option, we have to go for the paid version, and then it's fine. Let's create repository. Okay, here is a repository created. You can see Maven example under the quoted box, that's account, and here is the URL for for this project, for this project master branch. You can see we already did up to here. Is also they give also the command like you need to use to push your code, so we already did up to this git commit. We did the first, and then now this is the time to use this. Okay, this will add, git will add remote connection. Remote, it means our central repository. Add origin, and what is the URL? This is the URL, right? So let's copy this and then go back to here. We're going to git remote. Okay, so hold on. So we already added git remote add origin. Let's then all we need this path. Copy, go here, let's paste this here. Okay, hit enter. Okay, so it will connect our local repository with our central repository, like our remote repository for our project, where our project is been created, like Maven example project. Okay, and after that we'll say git push. Okay, we'll say git push origin, where origin, and what branch? Master branch. Master, right? Hit enter. Okay, you will see it's doing something. It's done. Okay, now we can see here it's done, and 100% is done. Okay, you can see everything is done. Okay, so now go back to my project. Let me minimize my project, refresh it. Here we go. You can see now it's automatically my project. It's all the project, all the folders I have in my project. It's already moved to my GitHub account in my central repository. You can see, let's minimize. I can see all my file. It should be here. I have, okay, let's minimize this. So I have settings files, right? And then source, it should be, it's the same thing, it's here. Okay, this is my project. Dot settings, source folder, target folder, test output folder, dot class, project, pom xml, and test.xml file. Okay, here is my project in my local machine. It's moved to there. Okay, so now it's my project is in my GitHub. Okay, looks good. So next part, we're going to launch our open our Jenkins account. So to open our Jenkins account, we have to be here in our Jenkins object. Where is our Jenkins files, right? Our Jenkins files is in okay, my Jenkins files is in C drive, users, Selenium work. You can see .war file. It should be here, Jenkins.war, right? So here is my Jenkins files, right? So this is the just cmd. So I'm in this Jenkins object repository, and after that I have to type over here java -jar, and then Jenkins.war and then dash http port equals to 8080, right? Hit enter. It will initialize our Jenkins .war file. Then we have to wait until we see the Jenkins is up and running. Now if you don't know how Jenkins works, how to configure all those things, please watch my other videos related to Jenkins. Okay, see Jenkins. Okay, started all plugins. Okay, started initialize, finish downloading. Okay, you can see now Jenkins is fully up and running, right? Now my Jenkins is open, so don't close this window. Okay, don't close this command prompt. Okay, keep it open. So let me minimize it, and then now I will go to Jenkins accounts. So to go to our Jenkins accounts, I'll minimize it, and we'll go here. We'll go localhost 8080. So I'm assuming that you watch my previous videos, regarding Jenkins, how to, create an account of Jenkins, how to set up all those things. So here, I'm going to log into my account. Okay. So I have already two job created. One is Maven test, another one is Maven project test. Maven project test, I believe this is the one I created last. Okay, yes, Maven project test. Go back to dashboard. So this is the one I will add, make a connect with my the project I have in my GitHub, right? The Maven example. Okay, so let's create a new job. Okay, that's better. So first we'll create a new item. So again, if you don't know how to configure Jenkins, it's already configured. Okay, like I added a Maven project plugin, I added test engine result plugin in my last video. So if you don't know how to do this, please check my the previous videos related Maven Selenium project. And here in my last videos here, I think this one, so the Maven part 10, Jenkins install config, all those things. Okay, please watch these videos. Okay, so I'm assuming that you already know it. Okay, yeah, let's go here. So I'm giving a name here. Let's give a name Maven project Maven project job. Okay, Maven project job. Okay, Maven project job, this is my job name. Okay, I create it. Select Maven project, click on OK. Okay, and after I come here, we have to do some update. So you can put some description as you want, and here Maven info plugin, leave it empty. Source code, here is the source code. In my last videos, when we connect our project from a local machine through with the Jenkins, we keep it empty, leave it as it is. But right now we're going to connect with the Git, right? So we're click on Git, and here repository URL. So our repository, here is my repository. Okay, click on this. This is the Maven, so this is the URL. Come here and then place it here. Okay, please enter a Git repository. Okay, credential, just leave it none, that's fine. And after that, since it's a public, so it should be fine, no credential required. And after that, branch. Okay, from what branch? Definitely we're taking from the master. So if you pulling your code, your repository, it's in different branch, or just write the branch name over here. So right now it's master branch, and this is it will accept any branch and then a specific branch name. So it's master branch right now. Okay, the build is master branch. Repository, browser auto, it's fine. And additional, it's no need to. Okay, build trigger, So if you want to run this build periodically, you can add some schedule. Here is the option. Right now I'm not putting anything. So and then build environment, let's keep it as it is. And then okay, so it's going to be root pom, it's like pom.xml file. So because here, as per this link, we want to trigger this pom.xml file, because pom.xml file have the all design, all knowledge about our project, like test-ng, plugin, everything. So we run our project. When it's a project based on Maven, we just run the pom.xml file. That's what we want, right? And here we'll see our goal would be clean install. It means it will clean our previous story, and then it will do a new install, like all of the artifact, everything will be installed to do a new build, right? And here pre-steps here, let's leave it as it is. For the build settings, if you want, you can add the email notifications. Then you can add some email, it will send you some notification when build is done, right? And then post build action, here we'll say git publisher. Okay, we'll select this one. Okay, publish test-ng result, and here is our result file. So we have our test-ng result. It's in our in our project. It's always, we have seen, if you go to test output folder, and it is in here, test-ng result.xml file. Okay, this is the same file here. Okay, test-ng XML report, test-ng XML report is under this. This is the root directory, and then this is the file, and we have the same file in our here too, right? In test output, if you go there, we have the same file, test-ng result XML file, right? We have the same file. So this is the one. And then if we want anything else, we can, let's see here, watch a post step, nothing, execute. Okay, inbook create, nothing here. And then we have anything else. Okay, enable email notification, you can do if you want. Git publisher, okay, clean build, okay, repository, that's fine, that should be fine. Okay, apply it and then save it. Okay, so pretty much that's it. And now here, this is our Maven, this is our Maven project job. This is the one. Let's click on build now. So it should trigger that pom.xml file in our GitHub over here. Okay, so let's open the console. We can see console. You can see this is the console. Okay, so this is the the cloning repository. It will clone the repository from all the project from our GitHub. So here is started. Okay, first we will download all the jars, all those things we'll do. Okay, you can see that it's cloning everything. It's all the files. Now it's a test started. Looks like running the test, failed to load. Okay, let's see. There we go. You can see that the window is popped up. Here we go. Looks like the script is executing. Yes, this is my first test case. Okay, that's the second one. Okay, great. This is the for the second test case. Select drop down option, the drop down example, then close the window. It should open another one. For the third one, it's for the login test. Okay, click on the login button, go to the login page, and enter username, password. Here we go. So looks like all the test case was executed successfully. So you can see test runs 4, failure 0, error 0. Looks pretty good. Build success. Okay, waiting for Jenkins to finish collecting data, so everything looks good. Okay, so finish success. Okay, so this is the console, you know, it's from the Jenkins. It shows everything. So our build was trigger, you know, and got from as per our, you know, GitHub resource. So this time it also ran from the GitHub. Okay, pretty nice. And here, okay, all the report, you can see the console. We can see we can see the test result too. So go back to our project, and then this is our project. You can see recent change, and there's no latest test result. Okay, no failure. Okay, the test result. Okay, click on there. Here is the test result. You can see this is the Maven example. This is the project. Okay, and here the package. This is the package, and inside the package we got, you know, 3 classes, test classes: login page, navigation bar test, validation. And every test, the first test we have the pass 1 method. There's a 2 method. The second one, navigation bar, is pass, and third one, it's also 1 method. Okay, so it's all of them has been passed, right? Looks good. So pretty much that's all about this. That's the way you're going to configure and connect your project in GitHub or source control, and then you can trigger your build from your Jenkins. Okay, and also you can